Hello guys, my name is Balkrishna Srivastav and welcome to CodeWithBK. So in this video, we write a Java program to count the number of consonants in a string. Before we begin, it is a humble request that if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel because your support is very important for me on YouTube. So we are given a string, so I'll take a string, I'll take a name within a string which is Virat Kohli. So he is a very popular cricketer in India, all over the world, not just India. Anyways, so you have to count the number of consonants in this string. So the consonants are V, R, T, K, H, L. So we have a total of 6 consonants in this case. The first intuitive thought to find the number of consonants in a string is length of string. Okay, say if this is S minus number of vowels. Okay, this is the first thought that comes in mind when you think of finding the number of consonants, right? So if you go with this, so length is 5 plus 5, 10 plus 1 white space 11. Number of vowels are 1, 2, 3, 4 equal to 7. Okay. So the answer is incorrect because we are also including white space as a consonant, which is not the case. So for us, consonant is a letter, uppercase or lowercase, which is not a vowel. Okay. Let's take another example. So if I have computer, okay. So in this case, my consonants are C, M, P, T, R, right? So I have 5 consonants in this case. All right. So I'm going to write a method template. So I'm going to say int num consonants takes a string S, returns the number of consonants in this string S, which is a integer value. Okay. So the approach to solve this is to iterate this string from left to right, pick up each character, check if it is a consonant or not. If it is, increment the counter by 1. So I have to start with my counter. I say int count is 0. Okay. I have to iterate this string. Conventionally, we do it from left to right. You can do it from right to left as well. I iterate this string from left to right. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than s dot length, I plus plus. Okay. The number of consonants will be stored in count. So my return value is going to be count, which is an integer. Okay. We have to pick up each character and check if it is consonant or not. So I say char ch, and we use caret to get the ith character in this S. So I say s dot caret I. Now if this ch is a consonant, this count is incremented by 1. So I will say that I will write a function is consonant that takes a character ch, returns true or false. If this method returns true, this ch is a consonant, so I do count plus plus. Okay. Now I have to write this method. So the return value for this method is boolean is consonant takes a char c. Okay. All right. So in these two examples, we saw a consonant is a letter, uppercase or lowercase, that is not a vowel. Okay. So I will say boolean is letter. Okay. This is short for is letter. How do I check if this character C is a letter? That is, if it is something between uppercase A to uppercase Z or lowercase a to lowercase z. Okay. I will use a helper method, okay, in the character class, which is letter. This method takes a character, returns true if this is a letter, uppercase or lowercase, otherwise it returns false. So if this is a letter, boolean, this boolean value il is going to be true, otherwise it's going to be false. You can also do il is equal to c greater than equal to lowercase a and c less than equal to lowercase z, okay, or c greater than equal to uppercase a and c less than equal to uppercase z, okay, and you can say boolean. So one of these two statements you can use. I am using this because this is very convenient. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go with this. I'm going to remove this. So consonant is a letter, not a vowel. So I'll say, I'll take another boolean value. I'll say is vowel, which calls the function is vowel, which is the function that I'll write. Okay. takes a character C, okay? This is vowel returns true if this C is a vowel, otherwise it returns false, okay? It takes care of both the cases, okay? Finally, I'm going to write this function later, but how do I check if this is a consonant? I say return is letter and not is vowel, okay? So if this is letter is true and if it is not a vowel, in that case I return true. In that case C is a consonant, otherwise C is not a consonant, okay? So my next job is to write this boolean is vowel method that takes a char C, okay? So the vowels we know are A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, okay? Upper and lower case, okay? The most basic way to do this is to compare C against all these possible 10 single characters. That is to say, if C equal to lowercase a, or C equal to lowercase e, or C equal to lowercase u, C lowercase u. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I close the condition, I say return true. So if this if condition is true, I return true, otherwise I return false, okay? Alright, so if condition is true, C is one of these, that means C is one of these, it means C is a vowel, so you return true, otherwise you return false, okay? This is the most basic way to do this. You can optimize this by converting C to lowercase. I do that by using a helper function. So this 2 lowercase is one single thing, so 2 lowercase c. So 2 lowercase takes a letter, converts it into its corresponding lowercase, okay? And this character remains unchanged if this is a lowercase letter because it is already in lowercase, or if this is a non-letter character. So if it is say question mark or exclamation, it remains the same, okay? So by this I can make sure that whatever character, if it is a letter I converted it to lowercase, so I get rid of these uppercase conditions, okay? So I only have 5 conditions, and for these I say if this is the case, return true, otherwise return false, okay? A little more optimized, okay? I'm going to tell you one more way to check if C is a vowel or not, okay? And then I'm going to use those statements within this function, okay? So I wrote this function separately, this is vowel function separately, so you can understand this breaking of problem into 2 separate conditions, okay? So I'm going to make use of another inbuilt string method, indexOf, to check if C is a vowel or not. How? So I'm going to say string vowels, okay? And this string will contain all my vowels, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, okay? I will say int vowel index, VI, short for vowel index, is equal to vowels dot index of, and takes this character C. IndexOf is a method in string which takes a character and checks if this character C is within this string or not. If C is found in this string, it returns the index where C is found, the first index where C is found, otherwise it returns -1 because -1 is an invalid index, okay? So if C is found in the string vowels, it means C is found in the string, it means C is a vowel because this string is exclusively all the possible vowels, okay? So if the return value from indexOf in this case is greater than or equal to 0, then C is one of these, it means C is a vowel. So all I have to check now is vowel index is greater than or equal to 0. So you can divide this into an if else, that if Vi is greater than or equal to 0, return true, otherwise return false. Or you can simply write this statement that if Vi is greater than or equal to 0, it means C is a vowel because C is found in this string, okay? Now I'm going to put this here and I'm going to complete this method, okay? So I have string vowels equals to A, E, okay? So I say int vowel index is vowels, okay? Then I say boolean is vowel is the condition that this is a vowel is Vi is greater than or equal to 0, okay? Don't get confused between IV and Vi, you can take different separate variable names. This is short for vowel index, this is short for is vowel, okay? And finally this condition remains the same, okay? We don't need this function now. This was just to separate the problem of finding a vowel, okay? So this was the code for this problem and I hope this was helpful. So please, if you like this video, if you found this helpful, please do subscribe to my channel because your support is very important. And let's move on to running this code on system now. So this is the code we discussed. This is the function to find the number of consonants in the string s. Okay, returns an integer which is the number of consonants. Starts with the count equal to 0, iterates the string, picks up ith character, checks if it is consonant or not. If it is, increments the count by 1, and finally returns the final count. Then we have this helper is consonant method that takes the character c and checks if this is a consonant or not. This checks if c is a letter or not. Okay, this checks if c is a vowel or not. And you can also use this statement to check if c is a letter or not. Okay, but I'm going to go with this statement only. Okay, and then we return true if this character is a letter and not a vowel. So in the final code I wrote in the discussion, I was checking for vowel in this very method. Okay, and I removed this is vowel function. But in this case, I'm going to use is vowel function because I have multiple implementations to check if character is a vowel or not. Okay, so this is one implementation that checks if a single character is a vowel or not. This is another one, and then we have a third one. So this basically compares single character with all possible vowels. If it is one of the vowels, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. This second method checks if a character is a vowel or not using the indexOf method as we discussed. And we have one more which I'll show you later. Okay. So in our main, I have the string s that we took in our sample. Okay. So let me run this. Java C. Okay. Java. Alright. So number of consonants in this is this. Okay, which is correct. Alright. Let me change this to something else. Okay. Alright. Java C. Java. So this has 10. So S C H N 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, which is correct. Okay, and you can use this statement as well. So let me run using this. Okay, this is 10, and if I change it back to rat curly, okay, compile, run. Okay, so this statement works as well. Okay, all right, just showing you an alternate implementation. Okay, and this is the third way to check if a character is a vowel or not. We are using switch case in this, and we are using fall through of cases. And I've already uploaded a video where in detail I tell you how to check if character is a vowel or not. Okay, and I've explained all the three methods. Okay, so if I use is vowel 3, okay, compile and run, still going to be the same. If I use is vowel 2, compile, run, still going to be the same. So you can use any method to check for vowel. This is the simplest one because this has minimum lines of code and you can easily remember this. So this was the solution to this problem, and I hope this was helpful. So if you like this video, if you found this helpful, please do subscribe to my channel, and please mention in the comments if there was anything not clear to you in this video, or if there's a concept you want me to discuss, or if there's a question you want me to solve. Thank you.